It's the end of another week on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my co-host here with me. Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
YK in the building.
Yo.
I like this color you're wearing. It just looks really nice on you.
Teal. It's called teal.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine.
Any plans for the weekend?
I'm on set location today. Oh. You know, when I leave here, I have to go there.
Wow.
You know, and they just called me. Ola, she make up for me.
So you have they give you costume, right? You don't wear your stuff.
No, I wear my stuff.
Oh, good.
For now.
Right.
Maybe they will change it later.
Eventually. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
But I'm actually enjoying the role. I'm acting like a criminal, so I put myself in the criminal mood.
Yes, so. All right, Nima, how are you doing?
I'm very fine.
Any plans for this weekend?
It's a long weekend. There's a party tomorrow. A friend of mine is burying her mom.
I like that party.
I have to go for this one. It's been but have my head, but I will go. And with me and my entire entourage. But I wanted to talk about the Ekpe kidnap. It's over 50 days now and it's worrisome. I pray that, you know, we are not in any position that the parents of those children are right now. It's not an easy position.
Amen.
And I want to beg the kidnappers that as long as, even if you still have 2 or 3 of them, please just let us know the situation on ground. Release these children, help the parents of these children find closure on this issue. It's
I know
very
we spoke to them
now.
last week. And they said the kids, they're fine, but at least it's just the trauma of just not being in your house.
It's not just that. I mean, are they inhuman, these kidnappers? How can you keep 6 children for over 50 days?
2 months.
It's not right.
Terrible. So, how are you?
And they've paid like 30 million.
Yes.
I'm good. I've been nursing sick babies, and yesterday I started to taste their drugs because you're wondering why would they be crying so much over taking their medicine. Then I tasted and it was so nice. Like when I was young, the drugs for children were terrible.
Queen.
Yeah, it was terrible tasting, and now they've sweetened it. It smells nice, and yet they're always crying. So I'm wondering.
The psychological fact that it's medicine. Once they know it's medication,
then they just
their brain tells them.
Even when it tastes nice.
You know,
gosh,
that was
it's terrible.
Thing I enjoyed with my daughter. She loved her drugs.
So I
used to say, I hope you're not going to be a drug addict. When you give
he just takes everything. This one, we run around everywhere. We bend down, we squeeze hand, we do. It's a battle. I'm wondering.
We are graduating tomorrow.
Yeah.
My daughter is graduating from nursery. What's it again?
Nursery 1?
Nursery 1 graduation.
It's a big deal for us, YK, please. We are graduating with honors. So we are planning our white dress and everything. Why are you laughing?
I think I'll stop laughing.
Well, I'm enjoying every phase because very soon I'll start getting married. So let me just enjoy the hair.
Enjoy it now.
And I'm still going to be speaking at the Entrepreneurity event. It's going to be at Alausa here.
Yeah,
LCCI building. So I'll send the details. I'm pretty excited about it. So those who are coming through, because I'm going to be speaking there, and those who are coming, you can come for free actually. So it's a free event. So I'm pretty happy about that. So hope to see you.
Just mention your view.
Just mention your view, then you get it for free. You don't mention your view, they will not give you, not let you hit out. All right, I think let's take a break. It's Friday. When we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the newspapers. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the Punch. PDP announces amnesty for Sheriff, Cairo others. I'm in shock over Supreme Court's judgment, says Sheriff. Picture here of 2 vandalized vehicles after the All Progressives Congress rally in Ijebu-Tedo, Shomolu, Lagos State. U.S. returnee slums dies at Lagos Airport. Buhari calls Akonde. Oshimbajo preaches unity at ex-governor's wife's burial. 960 million naira scam. Presidency lacks minister on NHIS bus probe. Ministry contradicts. Adeosun says Nigeria will continue to borrow. Lagos suspends Bale for taking fake kidnap. Actually, for faking kidnap, right? His own kidnap. FRSC officials fight motorists vandalized car. United Northern Youths Right UN want IPOB declared terrorist group. Etisalat changes name to 9 Mobile. And Mago APC's intervention into presidency, National Assembly feud deadlocked. All right, the human angle story is here.
The US returnee,
yes,
his name is Dada Isaac Olushola. Himself and his wife, right. Members of Lions Club, traveled to the US, and on getting back, they slumped while waiting. He slumped while waiting. They said he died of cardiac arrest. Right. And I think that people should check. It's a long flight. Emirates takes you through to Dubai and back. Yeah. So one should be conscious of an emergency health services immediately you get.
The FRC officials that, well, according to the Benjamin who recorded the video, he said,
this is a different story.
Why is taking the
I'm taking the FRC.
Okay, that's the, is it in Punch? Yes, not in Punch.
It's in Punch.
Yes. Oh, really? Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Any other paper? They were going, according to them, slowly, and she jumped into the car. They told them to stop. They didn't stop. So she jumped into the car and started to pull the handbrake, and the guy was like, why do you want to risk my life? And I don't know. I don't think we have time to watch the video.
There are two sides to the story. He resisted arrest. If they stop you, stop and let them search you. What's the issue?
Exactly.
It wouldn't have cost him up to maybe 30, let's say a minute or 5 minutes.
Yes.
Max, to be searched.
Two wrongs don't
Your
make
papers
it right.
are right, and you drive off.
Exactly.
So why
Two wrongs don't make it right. No civilized society would you jump into a car. Why would you jump into a car? Because you take the number down.
Policemen with arms, would he stop or not?
Exactly.
He would.
What I'm saying is, two wrongs don't make it right. If somebody has violated the law, you note the person's numbers down.
Oh, he would have sped up. Trust them. You can't note. He would have sped up because
they are trained to note those things speedily.
They can, take a picture of his plate number and trace it. If that car is registered,
but they didn't. He wasn't speeding. Because if he was speeding, she would not be able to get into the car.
But he didn't stop.
Let's move on. But that's the story pretty much. I was going to take the major headline, which I don't think is anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Amnesty. Mark Rafi is announcing a general amnesty to all PDP, those who are in sheriff's camp.
The publicity secretary, Dayo Adeyeye, mentioned that this is a win for the PDP and is a win for Nigerians, and that whether you were, whichever side you were in the crisis, we're welcoming you back. We're going to together fight for Nigeria.
And Sheriff said, am I a criminal? I'm not a criminal. Why is he giving to me amnesty? Okay, whatever. Moving on to the nation. FG, federal government hires asset tracers to go after 150 money bags. DMO allots 400.5 million in savings bond sales. Oshiba just seeks unity at Akonde's wife's funeral. Ambode suspends abducted Bale. And talking about this headline, the federal government hiring asset tracers, what they're saying, I mean, let me take this quote from the Minister Adeosun. She said, you can register a high-end car. So we look at your tax returns. If you register, for example, a Mercedes E-Class, and you are paying $100,000, say 100,000 naira tax, then something is wrong. So if you have a big car, then we will see your registration. But if your tax that you're paying for even for anything,
I said it last week that there's no need looking for people that are evading taxes. You've already caught a lot of corrupt people that you couldn't prove their cases, but they had so much money. And you can evaluate, are they paying taxes, and then catch them for tax evasion, because most of them are not paying taxes equal to...
different issues. We're trying to get as much tax as possible. Trying to get everybody in the bracket.
Trying to link it, saying that the lifestyle they live should conform with the taxes they pay. Because you can always tax them.
That's what this woman has said from day one, that they want to tax the rich, all their lifestyle. Yes.
What will happen is ordinary people like us, that they will now come and knock on our door. I got one letter about 3 years ago. My car was already like 3-4 years old, that my car was 4 million, so I should come and pay 2 million as tax. I'm like, what? And number one, no, the car was a gift. Number two,
and once you prove it's a gift, they know it's a gift. But the idea is that once you buy big things, you better be also paying taxes.
Because my car looks
huge amount of taxes. Moving on to Daily Sun.
6 years old.
Whistleblower in soup over ex-VP Sambo. Informants arraigned for misleading ICPC. You not talk about it, I'll ballet down the streets here. All right, PDP Sheriff's Group weighs options. Ambode suspends Bale of Shangisha right here for faking his own kidnap. PDP reps serve Buhari quit notice. Etisla changes name to Nine Mobile. And Anambra Guba, Obiano far ahead of opposition. So let's talk about whistleblower and Bale.
My Bale, because I live in Shangisha. And my Bale, they've been embroiled in crisis for the better part of this year, between someone nominated by the government and this man, Yusuf Ogudare. And about 2 weeks ago, the news came out that he was kidnapped, and somebody even came to my house to say that.
July 5th, actually, last week, yeah.
Last week, that somebody came to us and said, Obala has been kidnapped, can you say it on TV and all that? I'm wondering, okay.
I got several text messages to that, the Bale has been kidnapped, please tell them to come, to come and cover it.
Only for us to hear that he faked his own kidnap.
Why?
It's to generate, because he's actually not the legal Bale. They've already given that position to someone else, but he's been parading himself as the Bale and fighting the case in court.
Right.
So now, probably thinking that it would generate sentiments by...
Anyway, they wanted to implicate, actually, according to the story, he wanted to implicate the Oba, yes. And then he now faked his kidnapper. Unfortunately for him, they now saw him, after the phone call, in
all the western country, Ilorin, Ibadan, Osun, just driving around.
I must applaud the police. This is fantastic. This is good investigation.
Like, why would, like, it's just...
Mariah, these things happen, but I'm happy that the police are able to
catch it.
Mariah, may I just go traditional a bit? You see, even if the ballership was entitled to his family this time, he has denied his family the opportunity to ever be ballet again.
Okay, let's talk
That's
about
why it's always good to have a good name. Now, the whistleblower, yes. This young man who has been blowing the whistle on the former vice president, finally, the ICPC have found out that everything he has been saying about the vice president has been lies, because on all the search that he made them go to his house to do, they didn't find any of the things that he was claiming was there. His name is Chindo.
Are you
vindicating the VP?
Well, it's good that they make a scapegoat out of this one, so that going forward, whistleblowers, you better know 100%. Be sure you saw the loot before you declare there's a loot.
I have to just say something here. The guy didn't have legal counsel. He went there, and they have given him. They didn't bail him. They gave him till, and the case is not till November, so he's going to remain in jail from now till November.
Oh, it's not good.
That's not fair. Yeah. He didn't have legal counsel. The judge should have known that at least, even if you make the bail closer, like maybe 2 weeks.
The next hearing closer. That's the only thing the judge
Let's move on.
He couldn't apply for bail.
Vanguard.
Make it closer.
Avert another war. Danjuma, Dogonyaro, Lakewood, others warn. Etisalat rebrands now to Nine Mobile. Akonde's wife. His death. Buhari speaks with widower. Those of you that say that you have 11 pictures of his incapacitation, okay. He said Buhari has spoken with the widower, Oshimbajo, and others to attend the burial. ICPC arraigns whistleblower over raid on Nnamdi Sambo's residence. Rape in Ekpe, Lagos State government hands over accused teachers to police. Will continue to borrow, say FG. And traditional ruler fakes own kidnap system in Lagos. This will continue to borrow. I'm surprised though. Did you read that story?
I wanted to take the kidnapper.
The kidnapper.
Yes,
okay,
the Ekpe school kidnapper. We took the story here of the two teachers who abused
allegedly
randomly 10 of their girls in school. The Lagos State Ministry of Education investigated it, and they picked them up. They are done with their investigation. They found them wanting on certain issues, and they've handed them to the police to continue investigation on the matter. So hopefully we'll get a prosecution. In
this other story, our minister said that we cannot borrow. That was on the front page on Monday.
Yes.
We cannot afford to borrow anymore. But the director of information in the Ministry of Finance. I think Mr. Dambata is now saying that we have to continue to borrow. So there's confusion here. We don't know.
In the house, they need to put their house.
So we don't know what's going on. But we continue to get clarity on what's going on. And Etisalat, who has that story?
There is trouble in that.
Etisalat now, with the issues that they've been having, they had to do all the foreign partners, shareholders have moved out. So they have to get a local name, which is now Nine Mobile.
All right, congratulations to them. We have to run off. Let me just quickly read Daily Times very quickly. Outing CJ Outer, we don't need special court to fight corruption. Oshimbajo orders health minister to probe suspended NHIS boss. This Yusuf is still under scrutiny. Anchor borrower saves Nigeria $1 trillion in forex. Appeal court affirms Lagos local government's power to collect revenue on private car parks. And it is that Nigeria changes name to Nine Mobile Telecoms. All right, that's all we can take on front page review. When we come back, why Nigerian women hide their pregnancies. And later, our celebrity guest takes the couch. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So, Nigerian comedian Bobby tweeted on why people feel the need to always hide their delivery dates from others due to spiritual reasons. Yes. Also, another media personality, Bolanle Olukoni, has tweeted about her American friends who announced the due date of their pregnancy and wondered why Africans especially feel the need to hide not only their delivery date, but even the pregnancy itself. Do you agree one should not share achievements or avoid being jinxed by bad friends? We have joining us on the show is Tomi Odusi. She's a celebrity guest also. Yes, welcome to the show on Tintel.
Thank you.
You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can also tweet to us at TPC Connect. Please hashtag your view TBC so we can read your tweets. So we know you're a new bride. So you usually even comment. You have a blog about women.
Dear Young Wife. It's called Dear Young Wife.
Yeah. So do you have this kind of issues where you hear of ladies just hiding their pregnancy?
Yes, a lot of young wives on my platform, you know, they mostly hide. Right. They come out maybe like 6 months, and when it's already showing before,
right?
You know.
let me, Nima. What? I know you're a very traditional woman. Because
Nima will hide
I had that issue. You know, when we did Occupy Nigeria, you know, I was occupying, and the day of the Occupy was the day I was actually due. So I was really, really big. Ooh. So I put it on my, I think, was it BlackBerry or whatever it is, on Facebook. I said, today's my due date, but I choose to occupy. So I had my pregnancy and I was out there with my pregnancy. Everybody called me. How can you tell everybody today's your due date? How can you?
Before they'll come and wait for you at the pump.
I said, Jehovah, what is the big deal? My husband said, it is very, very wrong. It's not un-African. I said, please, today's my due date. What's the big deal?
Un-African.
Things happen.
What's un-African?
Un-African. Because, you know, what we see is what they do over there. Here, tissue any bata for budget.
Your issue is not big. Your issue is not big.
Even if your issue is big, this kind of things, there are special days, and you know we feel that we need a lot of prayers and all that around. I remember my mom always saying that you don't announce a pregnancy; it announces itself. When people see you, they know you're pregnant. If they don't know, you leave it out. You don't just go around announcing to everybody, okay, now I'm pregnant.
Nobody's asking you to do that. But don't you think that statement is outdated? Because Kim Kardashian got pregnant and the whole of Nigeria, and she still gave birth to a child.
My mom doesn't even know her.
But what's the other day? Beyonce
she doesn't know her.
So the point I'm trying to make is that everybody knows everybody's pregnant. So nobody stopped Beyonce's baby. I'll come to work.
It's a sensitive period. I think that it's a very sensitive period. And some people go to the labor room and don't come out, and some people
that's not a thing.
You know, but you just want to see the manifestation of what you've been carrying. You know, it's just like expecting a miracle. And
let me let YK go before.
No, I wanted to just read some of the comments. Some people said, you will give birth to a lizard if you tell.
Because the mentality we have to
when
change.
When I was pregnant, they would tell me I should tie one key.
Pin.
Was it key or pin?
Pin. You pin your
key. Was that key or pin? I can't even remember.
No, it's pin. They sell it at the health
center. Pin to my dress.
Yes.
Because I shouldn't go out at night.
I not go out in the sun.
Please stop. Pause.
Wait.
Please. I think she don't understand. What does that mean?
So you know,
wait. Let her explain.
They do the safety pin. I didn't do it. They do the safety pin on your dress. They say it's to protect. No, even when I wasn't on the hospital bed.
For those that don't understand,
by religion, I don't subscribe to it.
For those that don't understand like me, please explain what does that mean.
Every African woman, Nigerian woman knows that they sell the safety pins in the hospital.
What do you mean?
You put it on the navel so that the evil spirit will not stay.
I
was pregnant. It's a talisman and it's forbidden in Islam, so I didn't do it. But it's a popular practice.
And you don't work in the sun, so that
when it's 1 o'clock, don't come out around.
Nobody told me this. God is my witness. Nobody told me this when I was pregnant.
Moriah, if your mother forgets to tell you, somebody would. I remember my mother-in-law would say, don't sit at the entrance. And I love sitting on the...
And don't put your leg out.
Don't sit at the entrance because...
When my brother's ex-wife
your labor will be difficult.
With their child, she used to go to shrine to watch my father. One of the wives came, no, don't come to shrine, with your belly, no. So after she had the baby, my brother was very annoyed that I now had a boy. They didn't let the pregnancy go to shrine and get inspiration from
I will not let my own child go. We are not going to shrine.
But
my own opinion concerning this is that we live out in fear, and the fear is valid. I got married in November, and I missed my period. I missed my January period, I was so sick, everybody knew that I was pregnant. As in, even they were looking at me like, oh, you're so dizzy, you're pregnant. I lost that pregnancy. And around, we had election that same year. So I went to queue up for the election around to vote. And my neighbor had to ask me that, I thought, you're supposed to be showing by now.
Oh, no.
You know, so this is why people don't say it in the first, because they feel like, what if I lose the pregnancy? Everybody, what I've learned.
Then explain, I lost the pregnancy.
What I've learned is that you need support. I had no idea how to deal with it. I just felt that I was pregnant, and then everything just came down and there was nothing. But she was a doctor, and she walked up to me and said that you should be showing. I said I lost. He said, so what happened? What did you do? There was nobody to have that conversation with me because I did not tell them I was pregnant. But so having miscarriage is a part of life. Yes. This thing happens to people.
So exactly.
And when you think of the miscarriage and don't share, you lose that opportunity of being consoled and being loved by people around you.
And to even get the appropriate information
to
stop prevent it from happening. Let me take Eze from Enugu, I believe. Eze, are you there?
I'm there. Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Ladies, good morning, all of you.
Morning.
Morning.
This is my first time caller. I'm calling the first time, but I usually listen to your program.
You have like 20 seconds, Eze. Go ahead, please.
Men used to say women usually hide things. So it's normal for a woman to hide pregnancy. But I didn't see it as a big deal. Announces her day of delivery. In Western world, it's common because they have food facilities for medical.
In West.
For medical, we have pack doctors, like everywhere.
All right.
So the woman even announced her delivery day, went to the labor, she didn't come out. We said that I told the witch, everything.
Thank you.
I need to read some of
Thank you very much, Eze.
She said, spirituality matter. This is Nigeria, where they can remove baby and replace with pangolo. That's great. Then another one. When is your due date? Please announce it. Let witches help terminate your blessing.
So I was making a point that when you express it, it doesn't jinx what you're going through, which is what we all believe, that when you let people know you're pregnant, it jinxes the pregnancy, and so you don't express it. Even with due date, people feel that one evil spirit will come and wait for you at the point of delivery. Delivery is a point of life and death, and that if you let people know, then they'll go away for you. I have a friend that doesn't even let people know when he's traveling. Like, I'm traveling next week. He won't tell you the date of his flight or the date he's coming back. The idea is before they'll jinx or jazz what I'm doing. That is living in fear.
Absolutely.
That is
so what do you go to church for? What do you believe in? What do you believe in God for? You don't believe in God. You just pray to church every Sunday and you don't believe this God is going to save you.
Correct something.
Yes.
As Africans, yes, you don't announce it like a K would do, but you talk to certain people. Chapa was talking about, she spoke to the right person because the person was in the medical field. The person was truly concerned. Right. What if you were talking to someone, that one that has gone? Some people are like that. Yeah. And because we live in a society where we have those kind of things happen, you don't know, you need to find your confidant, your trust person.
But before I go,
I think that you should protect yourself because you don't know the negative. No, what I mean is this. You know, when you had your issue, if you didn't communicate it with the right people around you, if there were just negative people around you, you would have found it more difficult to get out of that situation.
Let me pause. Let me take Mrs. Ali. Mrs. Ali is still there. Are you there? Oh, I'm so sorry.
See, my idea is that you're supposed to grow yourself and know yourself and find your true self in God, so that you can disregard what anybody is saying. What I said, I did not tell anybody anything. I just felt that I had gone through pregnancy and it has gone, and it was gone. But people knew I was vomiting and I was so sick. So she came to meet me that they were already gossiping. Concerned that what happened, you should be showing. And I told her. So I didn't express. I was doing the same ideology of, oh, let's hide it and wait for it to manifest. When I got pregnant, the next one, it was twins. Everybody knew that it was twins. I was sharing my testimony.
In pregnancy. Someone said to me, she's spotting. She too they stress herself. She too they waka waka. She know the Everest. So do you talk to those kind of people? You don't even.
Well, you
ignore them. I don't want the person to come and pregnant. The point of having that discussion.
Even if that person knows you're pregnant, if you really believe that your God is actually stronger than that person,
it's not about
there's
the
no, it's not about it. So don't act as if they are so powerful that their own words can bring down your pregnancy.
Can I ask? But they can bring you down emotionally. This is not about spiritual bringing down.
I was pregnant.
Everybody were pregnant. Yes. Did you announce it?
I announced it to those. Everybody around me knew I was pregnant.
But you didn't come on TV and
but you know what?
Hello, I'm going to leave.
YK, I have to go on a break. would let her say a few words, but you know what I'm telling you now? If I get pregnant today, I hope I don't, but if I do get, I would announce it. And I will see the winch. I want to see the winch, and I want to pull it down. I will put it on Facebook, on Instagram, and every single day, we'll see what happens. Because what's that table tennis player who's on Serena? We are following her pregnancy, and she's delivering. Why are we always living in this African fear? We choose when we want to do culture, we choose when we don't want to do culture. Now we want to do culture because, it's our culture to keep to ourselves.
Really? It's not, for me, I don't think it's fear. I just think I surround myself with positive people, and the people I surround myself with are the people I'm going to share my information with, and that's it. If I don't want to share with the world, I don't want to share.
Okay, that's your choice. That's personal. That's fine. That's good. Okay, you have any tweets for us so we can run on?
It's just why now you want all the witches and wizards in the village to follow up on their case and replace it with lizard? Silence is best.
All right. Thank you. Let's take a break now. Not me that I'm having leg pain now. And I'll be talking to everybody I have leg pain. My family are calling me, why must you tell the whole world they have leg pain? You want them to cut the leg away, and I'm wondering, really? I'm having leg pain. See,
my profile solution that you don't know of.
God bless you.
So I should not that your leg pain has gone.
I should not keep it to myself that I'm having leg pain.
Actually, you all the people that say I'm strong.
Please, let's
when you are sick.
Yes, I confess. That's what
it's not a confused system.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we have guest take the couch. Stay with us and be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
I will spoil you anything you want. Order. Auntie, give us 4 American goat meat. American chicken, 4.
American turkey, 4. American roundabout, cow leg, then shaki, everything, 4, 4, 4. Then if you have semo, put them 2 semo and 4 burger. Please wait. In case your mouth is not cold, bring it like that.
Come, cancel that order. Give me your order. Don't come here and eat my destiny. Enemy of progress. Imagine.
Thanks for staying with us. Kuleido, popularly known as Frank Donga, is a journalist turned comedian who majored his comedy on job seeking. The hilarious comedian is also into film production and acting. Idowu was nominated actually for Best Actor in a Comedy in African Magic Viewers' Choice Award. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so you can read your tweet.
I think like I'm seeing your real face. You have this face. He's doing that face. Like he has one face.
It's difficult for me to feel to farms the way they are farms because when they mentioned you, I'm wondering, wait, because I was telling them your gist yesterday, and they're like, really? I said, yes, Kunle used to work at TVC. We didn't know. He was a staff in TVC, he was in graphics, right?
Almost producer. No.
And TVC, we let you go because you goofed.
How?
Yes, you went to South Africa, disappeared for the Olympics, right?
No, opportunity come by.
Opportunity came.
So when it comes to your turn,
so you had an opportunity to go to South Africa and you disappeared. And of course, when you came back, we gave you a career. Like, why would you just disappear for some award? And that's what happened. But we're happy that even though you went on to bigger things. So you grabbed the opportunity. Fine. So that's so. So when there are farms, and I'm wondering, Kunle,
but I don't watch him. I don't think you.
That's
I follow him on
to
Instagram
ask, because the first contact I had was the I beg to apply thing, the application, and I was thinking when Morel said that, was it because that was that period when you had to apply and apply?
Was it real?
That, was it real? It was so real in the comedy, and I couldn't link you to a serious straight face person.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was. Right. I've always been interested in unemployment, entrepreneurship. So my first job in Lagos, I worked as a journalist. I was a news anchor, reporter, and assignment editor for a CNN affiliate in Lagos then. So, and we do reports about young people and unemployment, and because I was involved in the process of reporting all that. So I'm really passionate about young people spending years in school, and after 5 or 6 or 7 years, go back to your parents' home, and there's really nothing much to do. Then you have to hustle and struggle, and It's a really painful thing, and I didn't like saying that. So I wanted to do something about it. And I discovered that most young people, it wasn't that they didn't really have anything in their heads or that they weren't that competent, but most of them didn't make a good appearance at job interviews. They were too afraid. You needed to see how Nigerians are afraid of anything interview. Reach visa application. If you want to see people be afraid, let them go to visa application. Somebody that is earning good money, wearing correct suit and tie, plus coat. When they reach the embassy like this, forget. Everybody is a very humble person. You begin to hear, sir. No, sir. No, what I'm saying, I just want to go for 2 weeks. And then they say all sorts of things. So I had seen all that. I had been granted visas before. I had been rejected visas before. And I thought, I had gotten jobs at interviews before. I had been rejected before. So I felt I had a pretty good knowledge of how to get these things.
You know, when you got into comedy and, and I remember that working with you, I identified that you were very, very brilliant, especially with the stuff you showed me that over the Marina Bridge that you did.
Oh yeah, the time lapse.
Yeah, the time lapse stuff. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. So for somebody who could come up with that kind of concept, I knew obviously that you're a very creative mind. So how have you been able to bring that creativity into your work? Because you've seen you in Africa Magic and movies here and there. That creativity, where does it come from? Where does those innovation, the ideas, where does those things come from?
Well, at the risk of sounding cliche, I want to still say and believe it ultimately comes from God, because I think inspiration is beyond physical. Cliché. Yeah, it's, a lot of people say it, when that's the first thing we go to, I appreciate God, even at awards, want to thank God. It sounds we hear it every time, but that's what I believe. But beyond that, I think it also is inspired by things around me. Right. Like we say, shine your eye. There's material every time.
I wanted to ask about how you became Frank Donga. Okay. How did Kunle Idowu become Frank Donga? How did you create that eye thing you do? Like, you look the same and you become a different person entirely when you become Frank Donga. How do you do that?
There's a very thin line in between these personalities. Frank Donga is my alter ego. That's the summary. So the facial expressions people see, I might not particularly see it. They're just things that I probably picked up. I love watching cartoons. So I grew up watching cartoons and animations and comedy generally. So, and observing people's gestures, the ones I find funny. I wouldn't say much, but I would notice. Yes, yeah. And when I was in school, I did a lot of impressions of my lecturers. Oh my goodness, I was the clown of the class, in university. Right. I would do impressions of all my lecturers. So I kind of honed my skills on making impressions of people and using very few words.
Sorry, you with these young people who you're trying to train, unemployed young people. Well, you had employment.
Yes.
And
at that time,
you let it go for carelessness. What would you advise?
Okay.
No, wait. No, the story was he traveled for 1 month. He didn't take leave. He didn't say anything. He just disappeared.
He saw the opportunity and he grabbed it.
So, would you advise these young people that you're helping to do the same thing?
That story you just said is not accurate. First of all, let me just put it out there. But I don't think this is the time and the place to start putting all that out. But this is it. I was employed. In fact, I had more than one employment. At that time you were talking about when I was Promo's producer here, I had already started my production company. It was like 3 years old then. I was freelancing a lot. I just realized I had this so much energy and a need to express myself that even within the confines of a 9 to 5, it was not sufficient for me. Even when I got home, I would constantly do extra stuff. I wanted to just explore more. Try more things, create more things. And I remember those times we worked together. I would always disturb you about new ideas I had. Let's do this. And it was like my wala was too much. I got calm down, this is what we are doing now. And I always go like 2 or 3 steps ahead. I was always restless. So yes, that
stifled you.
Well, I wouldn't say stifled. There was a process in place, and maybe I was too restless for that process, Even up to now, I don't see myself ever doing a 9 to 5. I always knew kind of when I was in school that, I wanted to just try everything and see what, even the whole Frank Donga, the interview series on YouTube, if you Google that Frank Donga in the interview series, came about just almost spontaneously, with me and my friends, and that was how it started. It wasn't like I sat down, I had a big proposal and I went somewhere and I signed a contract or a form and said, let me start this. No, it was spontaneous.
When you were nominated for the best acting comedy in the Africa Magic Movie Choice Award, I thought you were from what was this country? Namibia or something, with the Donga name.
Okay.
I always wondered why Donga. Frank, at least we know, but
yes,
Donga.
so when I wanted to give a name to that alter ego, I wanted to choose a first name that wasn't linked to any tribe in Nigeria. Because, you know, Nigerians can be very critical. Once you do something, say, hey, he's attacking this one. When you say this, oh, it looks like, you know. So I wanted a neutral name. And Frank kind of felt neutral enough for me. Easy to pronounce, straightforward.
He looked like a Frank.
You know, but not at that time. You know, so I chose Frank. I just felt Frank. Frank is simple. It's not attached to any particular, you know.
Tribe.
You know, say. Then I felt, okay, the surname, make it more African now. Bunge. I just
it was random.
It was random. So the easiest thing that came to my mind was Donga. And then what was shock you is that, or me, is that a few months after I discovered, I actually ran into a Mr. Donga. Imagine the surprise. Somewhere in Nasarawa. You know, I told you I had a production company. So one of those periods, I traveled up north to Nasarawa to do a documentary for a private company. And this man came out and said, oh, my name is Mr. Donga, by the way. What is your name? I said, excuse me?
That's my name.
I said, where are you from? I said, is that Mozambique or Namibia or something like that? And I said, whoa, okay. Yeah. I didn't want to tell him. I've been rocking your name.
All right, I have a call. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Thanks for calling, Fred.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the greatest fan of your view. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you, Fred. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Frank Donga is one of my favorite comedians. He's somebody that makes my day all the time. All the time. Anytime I'm sad, anytime I'm downcasted, once I just go on his page on Instagram, it makes me happy. I love his movies that he has featured on. And I want to say, stop. Give it up so that some of us who are downcasted out there will always find happiness watching you do what you love to do.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Fred.
Let me corroborate with what Fred is trying to say. There were times when I just wanted a serious comedy, you know, addressing serious issues, and I would watch you on YouTube. It wasn't because your comedy for me wasn't because it was just a comedy. It felt like comedy, but real life issues. Do you understand? So how did you carve that niche and say, okay, this is comedy? I won't just go on you know, how everybody gets on stage and start to talk about vulgar things and, you know, thinking everybody would laugh about it. Why did you choose serious issues like that? And, you know.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason, probably why people say I don't laugh a lot. People have accused me that you don't smile.
Very
you don't
serious.
laugh. Yeah. Maybe because most of the time I'm always thinking about solving one problem with them. I'm thinking, why is it? I ask questions a lot, you know, so, but I wasn't necessarily trying to be a comedian when I started the interview series. No. I would talk to my friends, and I'm a very sarcastic person. I picked that from my father. My father is one of the most sarcastic human beings I've ever seen. You know, he would mean this and say this and make you look like, you know stupid. So I grew up with sarcasm, and then that was my way of expression. So in the comedy series, I just wanted to let young people know this is how ridiculous you look when you don't prepare for a job interview. Or when you actually know you want to escape from Nigeria and you're telling the consular that, no, you just want to go to holiday for 2 weeks. Well, you know. And they're not blind or daft. They know, they can see. The things don't add up. So I wanted to, like, with sarcasm, let people understand that, look, you need to at least know the website of the company you're going to interview with and a little bit of things like that. So it was...
Okay, let's take a quick commercial. When we come back, we'll take some tweets and phone calls. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Hello? Junior, you're still going out to groove in with the boys. You better settle down, face your book. Smart time now, used to be say, abroad, though, that's the next thing. You cannot guarantee like that. Because if you know what my eyes see now, in this small abroad, As I enter abroad like this, bam, I just enter bus. If you see abroad bus, it's not like our own model at top. This one is like duplex because it's story building. It's ass up and down, like skirt and blouse, this thing. Up and down. I enter the bus. Inside, 100% AC. Centrality AC. By the time we reach where we're going, so I have to enter Mama Put or anything like that on it. You understand me now? Maybe like something like money can afford. Up and down like this, nothing. Everything, money. Big money. They put big money on it.
Yeah. Welcome back. It's actually very long, but we couldn't take it that long. Let's take some tips right here.
Before you ask the question, it says, so this Frank can be serious for once. Everything about him makes me laugh. I beg, free this guy about his past, Jerry. Then Michael Okade says, your comedy is real. You have trained a lot of people to be themselves in any awkward situation.
Then someone is asking a question.
Adebayo, how does Frank Donga get his materials to do his comedy sketch? I love you, Frank. You are an inspiration to me. Your part in the wedding party movie.
Yes,
awesome.
oh my goodness.
Yes, Nima.
Someone, Abbas Olani is saying, I love you at Frank Donga. Your comedy is encouraging and it goes to real life situations. Just like I said.
So how is the family life? How does you married?
Oh yes.
Yeah. How does your wife manage this whole
First
stuff?
of all, thank you to all the wonderful people sending me those messages. I appreciate all of you guys. I don't make light of your support. Thank you so much. We do this for you. Yeah, it's people that know me, that are close to me, are pretty used to me. Yeah, that's why it's sometimes difficult for me to understand that. Okay, am I a comedian? Am I just an artist? I just express myself. Maybe the tool I use, sarcasm and maybe humor, to convey the message. And I think it's better, even when you want to correct someone, you know, where I come from, it's better when someone that's offended and say, Auntie, talk to you know, this thing where you do me strong.
But this your eyes, the communication is always in the eyes.
Well, you can always ask you about, people were shocked to see you act in a serious role. Like, we see you purely as a comedian. How has the transition been for you to play? Like, I've not seen Akunde, but it strikes me as seeing you in a serious role, not a comic.
Before you answer that question, let me take Chukuma. Chukuma, are you still there? Sorry for keeping you holding. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. So the question, serious roles.
Well, it's first of all, don't forget, when I'm doing this stuff, I don't necessarily laugh. In fact, a lot of things people laugh at, I don't necessarily see them as funny. For example, I don't know what my eyes look like right now. I'm just
but me, I'm seeing.
Yeah, so
and I'm used to it.
It might be funny to people looking because they've not seen someone, but I just try to express myself. I'm a very expressive person with facial expressions and all that, you know. So I guess, but for the serious thing, it was natural.
Somebody here is loving your voice. Your voice is actually.
Thank you very much.
But with tone voice.
You like that kind of voice.
Right.
56,000 followers on Instagram.
Beautiful people. I appreciate them all.
Wow. How did you do that?
I remember, the last thing I remember, I was thinking, I had 600 followers or something. So I would not be fair to say it was all accidental. Yeah, I actually took my time from YouTube's kids. I studied in Twitter and Instagram. People would tell me, what's your handle on Twitter and Instagram? I'm like, Twitter, what's that? I didn't even know what Twitter was. Like, Instagram, come to Instagram. People are looking for you. Instagram, what's that? You don't know, man. Selfie. I don't know all these things. So I sat down. Friends helped me out. They opened the account. My Twitter account was opened by a friend. Another Instagram account was opened by a friend. I didn't necessarily open this ones myself, you know, but I took charge later. So I studied for like 6 to 8 months or a year, that period, what people did on Twitter and Instagram. Then I realized some core facts. For example, if you're an activist, if you're an opinion leader, if you want to do serious stuff, Twitter is probably your home. But if you like pictures and entertainment, Instagram is more like it for you. Right. You know, there are different things that trend on different platforms, you know. So I studied that.
So what's next for you? Because we have to run up soon.
Yes, I'm in lots of feature films, you know, shared the stage or the screen with big names in the country that I'm very grateful to have worked with. And the wedding party obviously was one of the big ones. Hakunde is coming. I played the lead role. There are many others. Crossroad is shooting right now.
Are there going to be similar roles of comedy, being the guy?
No.
I know Hakunde is serious, but other ones, are they going to have that stereotype roles of you being the goofy guy?
No. Okay. Especially the ones I play lead in, you know, most of them are agenda films. They have a message, you know. Okay. And of course, people will still find...
There's this tweet I would like you to address. Vic is saying, our Nigerian Mr. Bean. I can't stop laughing. He's humble, and that she runs into you in church, and that you're one person. But being compared to Mr. Bean, what do you what's your take on it?
By that, I'm sure people mean they get the same excitement from the works of Roy Atkinson, and that's a great comparison. And
that's a great compliment.
I'm not sure I'm even qualified for that. You know, there are big older colleagues who have done this before I started. It's a wonderful privilege. Thank you for that person's comment.
Yeah, I mean, because when I watch, I mean, I have that feeling of that Jim Carrey, thinking of like this goofy guy that just opens his eyes and your mouth is wide, and you know, that kind of stuff. So it's interesting. It's different from the regular stuff,
kind of comedy we
do here. And because a lot of comedians, I find that issue, they're locked in either you do stand-up or you do small video comedy or you do, you know, or they do the shows. They've not really found a way to carve that niche. And you've successfully done that, even coming from the behind.
When I started, I didn't know it was going to become a thing. I just did my stuff, and 14 episodes of the interview series on YouTube. I wasn't even looking back. I just wrote them and directed them, and I didn't expect it was going to be.
You remind me of this girl, this Ugandan...
Kasime?
Kasime.
Oh my goodness.
Very talented.
All right, we have to run off. Thank you very much for
Thank you for inviting me over. I had fun today.
Thank you so much. Have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.